Hello everyone, I'm Nurse Nikki, and this is How to Start a Food Business in Florida under the Cottage Food Law. We've been in business for about a year now. We have an LLC and we have our food permit from the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. I remember the toughest part about starting off is knowing what we could and could not do. What foods we can sell was a major part of knowing what to do in the food business. And honestly, we weren't going to start off as a cake company. I was gonna make some candied yams, some chicken, and baked macaroni and cheese because everybody loved my cooking. So I just wanted to help those with the information that me and my husband have learned along the way so that you can start your own cake business in Florida. So Florida law allows you to make and sell your own food out of your own unlicensed home kitchen. Examples of foods that can be sold underneath the Cottage Food Law are honeys, jams and jellies, cookies, pastries, and cakes. That was a picture of our strawberry coconut cake. Order now at nursenickiscoconutcakes.com. You can find more examples at fdacs.gov. The link will be in the description below. These examples are what they consider to be low risk for foodborne illnesses. As a cottage food operator, you can sell your products directly to the consumer without obtaining a food permit or an inspection from the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. There are regulations to this law. Gross sales for a cottage food operation cannot exceed $50,000 annually. You cannot do wholesale, meaning that you can't take your product and have somebody like Walmart take your product and sell it into their store. They cannot buy numerous amounts of your product to sell in their store particular. You cannot sell to mom and pop shops, meaning that there's no consumer out there that can take your cottage food product and then put it in their store and sell it. You could serve free samples for tasting, but the samples must be prepackaged and labeled correctly. For example, we wanted to get out there while we were working under the Cottage Food Law. So we ordered cups on Amazon. They look like little medicine cups with lids. And we went downtown Orlando and we had everything packaged right, labeled right according to the Cottage Food Law, and we passed out samples to everyone. That it was like a Sunday evening. So there's little things that you can do when you're working under the Cottage Food Law. So you have to label your products with made in a cottage food operation that's not subject to Florida safety rules and regulations. So one thing you must keep in mind is that you can sell and advertise on your website, but you cannot ship. All your sales that are made have to be given directly to the consumer. So that means no delivery by mail. And for example, what we were doing was we had a website while we were working under the Cottage Food Laws. And our method of getting people their product was by us delivering it personally, which we still do today. So that's something that you can take into account when you're trying to figure out if this is for you. If you actually do want to start a food business, if you want to start it under the cottage food laws. So hopefully that helped you out if you're looking for more information to get you started, or if you were just trying to figure out if it's something that you want to dive into a little bit more. So stay tuned as we will continue to add videos weekly with more topics about starting your own food business in Florida. So next video, we'll be talking about how we got into a commercial kitchen. So remember to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can get those notifications every time we put up a new video. Gross sales for foodage